Where in the world is for the love you go? Where in the world is for the love you go? Yo, yo, yo. Yo, yo, yo. What's good, what's good, what's good, gang? Been a minute. I ain't seen y'all in a minute, man. A lot been going on, as you can see. We in the studio. I'm finally finished, man. A lot been going on, guys. A lot been going on. First and foremost, before we get started, I want to say rest in peace to Marc Krebs. As you know, like most of y'all, I chose the Yugo platform as my AK variant. Marc was really the only machinist out here making aftermarket parts for Yugos for a very long time. He's a pioneer in the game, and he passed a legend. You heard? Marc is a legend in this AK game. So before I even start, I want to say rest in peace to Marc Krebs, man. He was a cool dude. I literally messaged him on Instagram, and bro gave me his number, was like, yo, call me, man. Hit me up. Salute to everybody in his shop, continuing his legacy. And, you know, much love and respect to his family that he left behind. And my condolences to them. So that's how I want to start this video. I know I've been posting little stuff here and there. I want to get into the suppressor update. I'm going to actually title this video, Suppressor Delayed, Denied. And I want to start talking about that before I get into these little updates right here. If the Federal Bureau of Investigation delays your background check for any reason, the ATF will deny your Form 4. And that's what happened to me. I have a checkered class, but it does not prevent me from purchasing firearms on a 4473. How we know this, Yugo? In my home state, there was getting ready to be a ban, and I bought this firearm, which is a SIG P365X Macro. Weapon is clear. This video is for educational purposes only. No magazine, no round is chambered. So I'll leave the slide lock like this. I purchased this in June. As you guys know, I ordered my suppressor last year, right before the $200 tax stamp was being eliminated on January 1 of 2026. I had already placed the order through Silencer Shop. So that process kind of went like this, and I know I talk fast, so I'm gonna try to slow down. I purchased my Daddy Wolverine through Silencer Shop. They did everything right. Submitted my paperwork through my FFL, and I had the waiting process. I waited almost 3 months, a little over 3 months, to get a denied from the ATF. So I did some digging to find out why. And I really couldn't get an explanation from the ATF, man. And I went on some blogs, went on some Reddit posts, just trying to read through guys that went through a previous situation. And I really couldn't get any answers. So after $150 of fingerprints submitted back to the FBI to get what's called a U-Pin, which is like a fast track through their system to get an approval, right? I kept getting stuff coming back from my past. We all have past, and your brother, cousin Yugo got one. But it does not stop me from purchasing, owning, and carrying firearms. I don't have no felonies on my record, but, you know, a few things happen, you know. And yes, these were involved. But I was on self-defense mode. So I guess that scared the FBI when, oh, he wants suppressor now. Or it just might be all the bureaucracy that's going on around NFA and stuff. Maybe in my state, you know, they picking and choosing who they let own these regulated accessories. I tried, guys. I submitted 3 sets of fingerprints. The first one, I didn't submit some of my paperwork, which are considered part of your certificate of dispositions for whatever the charge was, and any other support information in this particular incident that they had flagged me for. It was expunged, so it wasn't even supposed to be on my identity history summary, which some guys that you know as a rap sheet. And again, it was just a very daunting process. And I think this video is right on time, especially with the NFA completely being shut down right now. No tax stamps, and now SBRs, suppressors, and short barrel shotguns are kind of not going to be regulated no more. I'm hoping, and I voted for that, so hopefully it happens. It was a very, very proud. I was kind of embarrassed because, you know, I'm a little older now. I'm on a different type of timing. So to go through this stuff was kind of frustrating, but it was an eye-opener that no matter what happened on the state level, it doesn't reflect the federal level. So I got a chance to do some more digging. I filed some motions pro se to correct that. Another issue that popped up after the second time I submitted my fingerprints, they came with another issue going back as far as 1999. Can you believe that? Man, they really didn't want me to have this, man. So what ended up happening, Hugo? Well, like any old American, I wanted my money back. So I called my FFL. I said, hey, I'm going to start the refund process. So, and that itself took a whole month for me to get my money back. I told you, I started this in December with Silencer Shop. It's August, right? 3 months, then another month trying to correct that. You know, I think my last video I posted was in March sometime. I was very ecstatic, still waiting. And I think this whole process is a sham. It's a scam, man. You know, not just because I got denied, but just, you know, you go through all of this stuff. And why I say it's a scam, because Silencer Shop, upon getting the Daddy Wolverine back in their inventory, they charged me a 25% restocking fee. So I paid almost $1,000 for it. So you can imagine paying $905 for a silencer, and then they taking 25% of something to restock it, and you never got a chance to, you know, for nothing to own it, or, you know what I mean? I took the hit. I did click the button. I did read everything through the fine print. I do know about the 25% restocking fee, but man, it was very frustrating. This is kind of a vent video, a rant, I don't know. You know, I'll let y'all be the judge. Maybe you can learn something from this. If you have anything on your record that you feel that, you know, you was good on the state level, I think it's best you go on FBI.gov, request an identity history summary. I think it's on like 20-something, 30-something bucks. You got to submit your fingerprints, right? You go to the post office and do that and start correcting your background. You know, whatever it is. I don't care what it was. Even if it was a violation, it don't have to be a misdemeanor or, you know, anything violent, even if it's anything that you were ever arrested for, because what I found out is that the Federal Bureau of Investigation is the repository for all fingerprints. So no matter what it is, you go through a fingerprint process, you get fingerprint at the station or whatever, it's going to the FBI and they're documenting the arrest. So maybe you can learn something from that. And yeah, man, I got my money back from Silencer Shop. They sent me a check, 25% less of what I paid for the silencer. And going through that process, man, it pissed me off a lot where now I'm just focusing on correcting my record. And like I just said previously, I filed a motion pro se, meaning I didn't have no lawyer. You know, you can do that, you know, if you know how to deal with the courts. Luckily for me, in the past, I had a lot of situations with the law, and I paid a lot of money in lawyers to keep me from getting felonies and all this stuff. So I kind of know the process. And there's free legal help out there if you don't know how to do it yourself. There's a lot of lawyers that work pro bono through, you know, your local bar association. You just got to go to your, you know, wherever your bar is, and talk to them. They do have lawyers that will help you file your motions and go through your process. Obviously, you know, you can't have no new charges or anything. I haven't been in trouble in so long. But anyway, as you can see, the room is brightly lit. No drapes behind me, no nothing. I'm giving it to you raw. I finished the studio. You know, and that's the update on the Suppressor. Once again, rest in peace to Marc Krebs, man. That really touched me a little bit because I think Marc has so much more to offer, but he did give us a lot and left us with a lot of information to learn about these babies right here. All right, let's get into the M77. As you can see, we're in a new config, back with a DMR setup. It's still a DMR, but you know, we went and got stock put on, back on the wood. I just, you know, I went with the Sieve brake by Zastava. I had got this with the M70. This right here works very well with this 308, man. I overlooked this because, you know, I wanted to get a lot of those Euro spec cars, the Yugo, but to be honest, I didn't like how the Yugo Flash, how it sounded. It sounded like a little chirp every time I beat this girl. It's like, two. So I went with the Sieve by Zastava. Flash hotter, I guess it's supposed to be. It ain't hotter, no flash. It does work very well with the 5-position adjustable gas block here on setting 3. I have mine now set in 3. I wanted the suppressor to try it out on setting 1, but no suppressor. And hopefully soon we'll be getting suppressors on 4473s. Hopefully. I voted for it, so hopefully it come through. But this is the M77 setup right now, and she's doing nothing different than she did before, but I just wanted to showcase this because I had sent a quick picture out. I don't know if you guys follow me on Facebook or anything, but I love it. It feels so natural, so nice in my hand. Weapons cleared, no round is changing. This video is for educational purposes only. And I just wanted to get back in the saddle, man, and give y'all a little update. And like I said, man, I bought this P365X Macro before supposedly gun ban was coming to my home state. And I wanted to get something, you know, one last weapon, high capacity handgun. I'm a rifleman, but I do own, you know, some SIGs, and the 365 was one of the models that I definitely wanted. The 17 round, this is 17 rounds. What else? I'm waiting on the M90 16-inch. That's why I haven't bought it yet. I'm waiting on the 16-inch. That's just it. Once I saw a SHOT Show that they were releasing one, I didn't want to spend the extra money to build one. And I remember, I think I made a video previously to tell y'all, Marc told me not to chop this barrel down because it was gonna affect the velocity of that 308 and definitely affect performance. So I didn't chop the barrel, even though I can. You know, there's another builder, and I think he's in South Carolina, and he goes by the name of M. I'm just gonna leave it like that. You know, that's my secret sauce. He's an importer as well as a builder. That's who I got my M21 stock from. If you know, you know. I'm not shouting nobody out no more because I ain't getting no recognition for that. And most of y'all here for the free. You're not here for me, you're here for the free. So I like giving out free game, man. It's been a while back here. I'm in the studio. As you can see, we brightly lit. I got my LEDs in. See the purple board with fresh footprints on it. My footprints. I got the room done, man. I just need to do some taping, you know, and after that, some taping, plastering, some sanding, and then paint. The thing is looking good. I wish I could spin you around, but you know, I just got finished and doing some other housework. You know, I really just been focusing on building up my home and a few other things that I got going on, a few other projects, and working, obviously. And just wanted to stop by and say what's up to y'all, man, and holler at y'all. So, whenever y'all, whatever questions y'all got about anything, hit me up, you know, and as soon as the Gustavo released that M90 16-inch, I'm grabbing that. That's the next one. I'm grabbing that for sure. I was gonna pivot and go get something else. I seen a few things out there that I was, you know, wanted to try, but these babies right here, man, ain't nothing fucking with these, man. Excuse my language, but ain't nothing fucking with these right now. As far as being a commercially produced import that came in, these are solid. And for the millionth time, my TWS dog leg holds 0. I don't know what y'all moving, what y'all listening to out there, but mine holds 0. Now there's a lot of controversy around this point right here. This point right here on the TWS that affects the pressure here on this barrel, because the barrel pin is here. I don't know. I don't even know how to start to talk about it, but every range session, I take it off and I clean my weapons. My weapon don't look dirty, and I'm not gonna break it down right now, strictly for YouTube, because they flagging everything. They booming my channel, like bang, bang, bang. Every video, every picture was just getting like super flagged. I don't know what started it, but I'm just gonna keep it clean, keep it straight to the point like I've always been. I wanna make some more in-depth, because I did do something else. I took out the ALG trigger. As you can see, I was supposed to speak about that last video, but I'm back to the OEM's Gustavo trigger, because whether Ultimate or the AKT, whatever, it does not fit in this. And I realized that trigger is like, it goes down to like no BS, like 1.5, 2 pounds. And that is not safe. I had an incident at the range where I was, you know, I'm on the weapon and I'm coming off the trigger, and like I said, I literally was holding it, letting it reset, and it shot, boom, boom. You know what I mean? And I said, that's it, I'm taking the trigger out. So I got the double feed with the AOG Ultimate with the 308. Now, if you go on Guy's website, guys, Guy's will tell you that the ALG trigger is not for the 308 or 7.62 by 54R variants of the AK. It's not supposed to be installed in their weapon system, but you know, we hard-headed, we love the trigger, we love that 3 pounds, and you know, I went against the grain. I'm not going front after seeing somebody else on YouTube do it, but he didn't go Ultimate, he went with the other one, the AKT. And you guys, if you follow him, you should know who did it with the M77. So I took it out and no problems ever since then. The 5-position gas, adjustable gas block, it works well. Only thing is, I thought I'd have been able to get it on 2, but it's under gas on 2. I haven't tried any anything over 147, because just for the cost. As yet, when I put in the 5-position, before that, you know, when I was using the 3-position and the AOG, I was having good groups with the 168 Federal Sierra Match King. I documented that. I don't know what video, because like I said, I took down all the pictures, so I can't just reference them. You just gotta go through. Some videos you might like, some videos you might not like, some videos are long, some videos are boring. I don't know. It's me, you know? And again, it's free. So what do you want? What more you want for free? This video probably gonna be long. I'm rambling. I'm just coming off the ladder, doing some final touch-ups in here. So I just wanted to stop in, man. I just felt like making a video, man, and talking, documenting my, my experience. So the suppressor's not coming yet. I'm probably just gonna wait to see how this NFA thing go down, with it being completely shut down now. I'm just gonna wait. I put the suppressor back. I put the suppressor refund back to the firearm account, because I got an account for just this stuff. Gotta hide it from the wife, guys. Shh, don't tell her. She be listening too. No, I'm just playing. She ain't tripping. My wife loved this stuff. Especially when she get to shoot this bad girl right here. She loved this right here. But that's it, man. I'm gonna sign off for that. Probably gonna see me a little bit more often. I got a little bit more time now that the studio is finished and it's coming together. So salute to y'all, wherever you at, whatever city and state you at. Salute, man. And once again, rest in peace to my man Marc Krebs, man. You a legend out here, brother. Wherever place in God's heaven you at, I hope you looking down on all of the AK guys and showing and saluting us, man. Word. Because we going to keep this thing rocking. All right, y'all. Peace.